in the silent and dedicated service to mankind. Dr. Kumar Goswami was born in West Bengal to a family who had been struggling in life for even a meager hand-to-mouth existence. Since his childhood, he had seen the lower strata of society suffer, and hence he dreamed with his eyes open of being with the poor and the backward classes of the society and standing by their sides for any assistance, mainly with the aspiration to become a physician. By fulfilling his desires, he ultimately became an exemplary idol of humanity to all classes of people in the society, irrespective of caste, creed, religion, and sex. Born to a great Indian revolutionary, Indubhushan Goswami and Ranu Goswami, he was the elder of two siblings. Prasanta's aspiration to be a doctor became concretized as he obtained his doctor's registration and certified practice license from the government. From that very day, his oath was to stand by the side and be with the ostracized and downtrodden sector of the people of society who are looked down upon by our so-called general upper caste members. He believes in the old Sanskrit phrase Bahujana Hitaya cha, Bahujana Sukhaya cha, which means for the good of the greater number of people, for the happiness of the greater number of people. Thus, for over 3.5 decades, this gentleman has been iconic in the successful treatment and miraculous cures of chronic, rare and incurable diseases. Dubbed by the greatest doctors of the country even in this advanced millennium today as stamped rated without any chances of survival aided by medical science. Today, at the age of over 60, the man still is as he was earlier. 30 years ago, loving, giving, sharing and caring to all his patients, mainly to those who are less privileged and less affluent. In the years 1986 to 1987, he came in contact with Mother Teresa, who provided him the encouragement to move ahead in his own mission to concretize the vision that he had. This was just the initial boost needed by Goswami to throttle ahead in full gear. Interspersed by illness throughout his student life and with great impedance from his own family members and relatives, Prasanta's gritty determination made him score over the other less capable rivals of his medical field. Being a successor to the late Dr. Suryapada De, an eminent homeopath of West Bengal, who was considered to be the most worthy disciple of Hahnemann in the past century, Dr. Goswami has engaged himself in the successful treatment of controversial, unknown, obscure and commonly rated incurable diseases, for which the allopathic doctors and branded famous physicians has no clue for cures. He had cured and brought back to the mainstream many unfortunate patients and their family members who were bankrupt in pursuit of the other path's treatment, bringing forth miraculous and unimaginable cures through his own line of low-cost treatment. Yet, unfortunately, this doctor's works, researches and contributions have not received the importance and the documentation it deserves in any of the medical journals today. In the medical professional fields, this may be partially due to his shyness to the media or due to his greater dedication to work for the poor than gain popularity and come to the limelight. His commendable life and works are analogous to the great scientist, researcher and Dr. Subhash Mukhopadhyay, who never received any recognition in his life, forcing him to take suicidal measures to end his own life. Through Dr. Goswami is of much stronger will and gritty determination. Goswami's research included mainly treatment through natural ingredients and products found in nature with an eye to bring forth process of miraculous cures to obscure and incurable diseases. One of his primary successes was to restore the vision of a victim of macular degeneration, an ailment of the eyes, which ultimately leads to total blindness. Till Dr. Goswami's success, there no proper treatment had been chalked out or discovered for macular degeneration by modern physicians and the treatment to it too. Hence, the solution to this problem was the first of its kind, and today it remains etched as a wonderful breakthrough, a great milestone in the history of medical sciences. The documentation of his works had been finally registered after much ago in the reputed International Homeopathic Journal named The Homeopathic Heritage, October 2006 issue, the editor being none other than the internationally reputed homeopathic physician, professor and research guide Dr. Farooq J. Master. Significantly, Dr. Goswami is a health activist since the year 1993, as he takes his profession as a social activity in the name of providing quality treatment for the underprivileged who cannot afford the luxury of expensive hospitalization and treatment in any spheres. This mindset made him form and register the Hahnemann Mission Homeopathic Foundation, which parallel conduct research and development in and encourages the study of homeopathy in the same trends as had been set by Hahnemann himself. This foundation organizes free medical camps, awareness campaigning and weekly OPD clinics in the remote villages of South Bengal and gives pro bono medical service and dispenses free medicines to the rural people living below the poverty level. Dr. Goswami has authored an evidence-based, highly valuable book in homeopathy under the title Memorable Cure of Incurable Diseases by Hahnemannian Homeopathy. We are indeed privileged to pay a tribute to this illustrious legend in the guise of Dr. Prasanta Kumar Goswami and feel blessed to say about him. In humble prayer on behalf of Samajdarpan that his life and works come to the limelight and he is given a fitting and ideal recognition to encourage the younger progeny to take up homeopathy, shape themselves to be worthy members of Dr. Goswami's H.M.H. Foundation, and we also pray that such a legacy of his may continue just the way the Gurukul survives this day.